So here I'm just going to show you with Adobe Photoshop how to create a website. So the first step here will be to create a new layer. So I'll just click on New Layer and I'll click on, and I'll just change this name now to Main. And from here I'll just be able to use a drawing tool, so I just get a rounded rectangle tool and I'll just draw this out here to represent the screen. And I can just change this colour by clicking on FX down here and blending options. I'm just going to choose a gradient overlay, and then from here I can just change this around. So the first thing I need to do here is just go to try and find the orange colour. So I'll go to a light orange to start, and I'll just go down here and try and find the darker one to finish. Just to find out a bit darker. As you can see, but now we've got a main area which we'll be able to edit. So the first thing I'm going to do here is just rasterize this layer. And then what I'm going to do is just take a chunk out of the middle so that you can separate it. So this is just rough, just for the purposes, but you could use grid lines just to go over it. So as you can see, I just split that up to a rough half. And now what I'll be able to do is just create another new layer. And then I'm just going to draw on the lines here, so I'm just going to change this to 0.2, and then all I'll be doing here is just drawing from one edge to the other. So this is where I'll put our main logo, will be somewhere here. So just draw that again, sorry. Then what I can do here is, as you can see, it's got the gradient overlay on, which we've done in the other image, so I just need to take that off and then just change the gradient overlay to white, like so. And what I'll have to do here is just to start to type in our name. So I'm going to call this name example, and then from there I just change this to whatever font I'm looking for. So in this example I'll use Stone Sands. So I'll just change that to this. And then what I can do here is just create quite simple just duplicate that layer, sorry, and I'll just flip that vertically and then just drag it below so it represents sort of a shadow. I'll just change this opacity down here on the shadow, just a bit lower. And what I'm going to do down on this left hand side here is just put some buttons in there. So what I'll do here is I'll just type these out. So I'll change this font face to something more suitable. Just use this one for the time being. So I'll just type in home, about me, on Borrowlog. I'll just confirm that there. So here you can see we've got a main site. Now the next step which we'll have to take is to actually slice these. So as you can see now, I've just selected the select slice tool to slice the areas. So I'm just going to select these slices here. So I'm going to slice all this section here. And I'm just going to slice this section here. And I'm just going to create a slice within a slice, if that makes sense, here. So I'm just going to drag across and get that into home. And then I'm just going to create another one again for about me. And then another one again for the blog. Then what I can do here is just change this to my select slice tool, and I'll just be able to select these. So I'll be able to change this to a URL. So click on blogs. As you can see, you can just change that and add a link. Now I won't go through it all. Then I just need to save this for the web. Then as you can see here, you can change these options here to suit your needs. I'm just going to save. As you can see down here, you can either choose HTML and images, or images only, or just HTML. So I'm just going to choose HTML and images. And that's saved now. So then I'll just open up Dreamweaver. Open up the example. So let's go to the desktop. Then I've got the untitled document now. And as you can see, it's just opened up straight away. And as you can see there, you've got the blog.html there, which has got the link in there. So what you need to do here is just to insert, all I need to do here is just to go outside that and just insert a simple table. Just going to insert a table. It's going to be one row by one row at 70%. Oops. And then what I'll need to do is just find it. I'll just click it in here. I'll just type in example text. As you can see, it's right at the bottom down here, which is below the image. Now I can just type in text goes here. Then what I can do with this image is change the div ID for the background. So what I'll need to do here, so I'll just copy this link and these details here. Just copying those now. Just take those out. So I just need to remember untitled 105. And you'll see that will just disappear. I just need to find that here at the top. And I just need to add this in. So I'll just add this in as a background image. Then I just need to find that image. Oops. Need to find that image. Which is untitled 105. And there we go, I found it there. So I just need to choose that. And then I can refresh it, and as you can see, I've got my text in there. And just to change this table, all I need to do is just to add some padding and some spacing in there. So I'm just going to add in 10 and 10. Then as you can see, I can just type in some information there. And that's a simple way of using Photoshop to go to Dreamweaver. I hope it's been helpful. Thank you.